start recording. Okay, hi guys. So I wanted I said this last week, we have just an amazing, like, rapidly growing team. And so what better way for us to connect, at least once a week? Because I know, like, we all have our own things. We all have our own teams. We all have our own life things, like work. Some people are still working. Some people have children at home all day. Some people have 10 kids. Some people have 5 kids. Some people have 3. And homeschooling, all the things, right? So, like, we have a lot of going on right now because life is just crazy and different right now. So, I know that I didn't personally enroll most. Hold on a second. Give me one sec. Okay. Okay, that should be better. If not, we're just gonna roll with it, okay? So I know that I didn't enroll every single one of you guys, and with that being said, like, I want you guys to get to know who I am. So I am Lakin. I'm 24 years old. I have 2 kids, one 7-month old, and then a 3-year-old who thinks she is like 25. It's rough out there for toddler parents. But so I started It Works when I was 21, you guys, and some of you are probably like, wow, that's really young. Some people are probably like, you are my age, like you were me when you started. We started this business because Brian is my boyfriend, basically my husband, whatever. We won't get into all of that, but Brian and I had these 2 beautiful girls, and we were struggling when we joined this business. I heard about It Works when I was 19. I didn't really have like a brain cell for it. So and I'm a triple diamond now, so I want you guys to kind of, like, I'm not going to talk about myself for the whole time, I promise. I'm only going to take like 5 to 7 minutes. But when I'm talking about me, I want you guys to think about a couple things, okay? I want you guys to, one, think about, like, she is literally so basic and so, like, just normal human that I can do exactly what she has done, which is go triple diamond, be in VIP, earn a lot of money, make a lot of money. Like, you guys can do this. If I can do it, you can do it, okay? We're all in the same, like, playing field, team, etc. Second thing is, second thing is I want you guys, while I'm talking about this, is for you guys to, like, really put together, like, we're all on a team and one team, one mission. We're all striving for the same thing. I'm here for every single one of you. So just because I didn't personally enroll you, like, if I didn't personally enroll, I don't know, Angela, but Elise did, I think. I don't know. Whoever enrolls Angela, if I didn't personally enroll Angela, I'm not going to just not ever talk to Angela. You know what I mean? Just use you as an example, girl. I can see you, and I'm probably having your camera on. So I just, like, want you guys to know you can come to me for whatever you need. So anyway, so I started this business when I was 21. Rowan, my first daughter, was 3 months old, and she was just like, I don't know, like, it was a lot to have a new baby. We were on government assistance, and I grew up with my grandparents for a whole long other reason. Long story short, my mom was on drugs, and so I just lived with my grandparents, and that's what I knew is my grandparents, and we had, like, a life that we really didn't have to struggle, so we didn't live the government assistance life, but my mom and my other brothers and sisters did live that life, and so I didn't live it, but I saw it, and I knew that that's just not what I wanted for my kids and my family. And so when I found out I was pregnant, y'all, like, I'm gonna try to be real, completely honest with you guys, and forgive me if I get emotional. It's just something I do, but I might. So I knew from the very first second that I found out I was going to be a mom that I wanted to be the best mom that I could be. Like drug life, or like not being, like, financially stable, like, none of that was going to be me. Like, I was going to be the best mom I could possibly be. Okay. And because I didn't have that, like, I didn't have a good mom. Like, I love my mom now, but I didn't have a good mom because she was dealing with her own struggles and her own battles, and whatever, that's a whole other story. But I just knew what I wanted to be as a mother, and so I knew that living the life Brian and I were living, I couldn't do that and by what I mean by that is, like, he was supporting our family. I wasn't contributing at all. I was also very depressed. I had severe postpartum anxiety. Like, nobody could hold Rowan without me just literally having an freaking anxiety attack. It was bad. It was rough. And I'm sharing this because that is what led me to joining It Works. I needed the friendship. I needed the family. I needed to lose some freaking weight and to love myself again. I needed to, like, we needed that, the financial stability, that's the word. We needed it all, okay? We needed it all. And so that's why I joined. And in 3 months, I earned a $10,000 diamond bonus, just like Elise just did. So congrats to Elise. She did that last month. Super proud of you. And so it just, like, from the day that I joined you guys, though, that is the day that my life completely did a 360. And you guys are all here. And regardless if you've promoted yet or not, like, you are in the right place at the right time. And yes, there have been, like, a lot of Zooms recently, and yes, there's been a lot of, like, things. There's just a lot of things, and sometimes it can be really overwhelming, but I want you guys to take a step back when you feel overwhelmed and just think about it. Like, one, what would life look like if you didn't have this business? And two, if you can think about it in, like, a business standpoint, we have a lot of things, and that's a good thing. Like, we could have barely nothing to work with, and we could just be kind of, like, having to figure it out, but it's laid out in front of us. Like, we have an answer to any question we possibly could have, and that is an amazing thing in a business standpoint. So I just want you guys to really think about this. Like, if you are brand new to this business, like, I know a couple of you are very, very new, and you maybe you aren't, like, where you want to be yet with your paychecks or whatever. Like, this is a financially growing opportunity. You're going to have more money this month than you did the month before, and so on and so forth. And if you just continue to do the things that we teach you, you're going to be where you want to be. I promise. Like, I promise you. There are a couple of us on here who have been in this business maybe before, or you've been in other businesses, or you've been in the business with me for over a year now, my girl Ken and Amber. Like, you just have to stick it out and trust the process. Oh, I'm banging on my table. No matter what, okay? So, I actually in my first month earned $500, 3 months in, diamond bonus. 4 figures. Okay, great. Living life, loving life. Woo. We're just, living, right? And then my whole world freaking shatters. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because it's just passes in the past now. But I have had so much of life happen to me while I'm in this business. I've had every single reason to quit this business, you guys. But I will never. My feet are planted. You have a leader right here. Like, no matter what, you guys, no matter if your personal enroller, like if I didn't enroll you, if your enroller were to quit today, you would still have me. Like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, okay? And there are a few of us on here, like, that are your leaders, leader-wise, leadership role-wise, that we're not going anywhere, okay? And so you should find so much comfort in that, and just knowing, like, you have people that are going to be consistent and that will match your efforts. So don't think like, oh, well, if your leader quits in the future or she's already quit, then you're kind of like a sitting duck and you're by yourself. That's not true. Like, you have so many people to lock arms with. That's just what you have to do, is just lock arms with them. And so after, you guys, like I said, I've had so many reasons to quit. Brian and I actually split up for a while, for like 6 to 8 months, and we went through hell. It was terrible, but I could have let that, like, smother me and kill me and bring me down and tear my business apart. And there was a time where, yeah, I went from diamond to back down to ruby, and it was just because I didn't have any time to focus on my business. And I'm sharing this with you because it does get hard sometimes. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it doesn't, but this right now is a season where it's literally like the most perfect season. So be happy that you joined now and that it's a time to blow your business out of the water, because there are times where it's harder. It's hard. And my life just happened to kind of fall apart when it went a little hard. And it was hard. It's really freaking hard. Okay. And but I put it back together. I put myself back together. We got back together. We fixed our issues and everything came full circle. And sometimes we think we've hit rock bottom, or we don't know how, like, which way is up, or God, how do we turn it around? And God already has a plan for you, and you might not be able to see it right now, but in 5 to 7 months, maybe a year from now, like, you'll look back and you'll be like, wow, I was being set up for something so much greater than myself, and I didn't even see it. I couldn't even see what was in front of me. And that's just how it works, okay? So now, fast forward to now, last year at this time, I was so pregnant and I was loving it, but I had just went triple diamond. I had just earned another bonus, and life was great, and we've been a triple diamond team ever since then, which is amazing, y'all. Triple diamond, what? Like, VIP is an incredible thing, and I can't wait for you guys to experience it. But I am here to serve every single one of you, and so that's all I want to say about me. The last thing I want to say is, like, we're going to be a presidential diamond and an ambassador diamond team this year, you guys. Very, very soon, actually. We're going to be a presidential diamond team very soon, and I need every single one of you guys on here. I want every single one of you on here to be a diamond and above. You guys deserve diamond and above. Y'all, like, I don't know, drop a 1 if you think you should be a diamond. Like, you want $2,000 or more, drop a 1. There's better be 12 ones. There better be 12 ones, even if you're already a diamond. If you want to go to the next level, if you want to, like, be in that leadership rank or role or pay, or, maybe if you don't want to be a diamond, but Ruby pay is good enough for you, like, whatever, you guys, whatever your goal is, I want to help you guys get there. And so I love you. Even if you don't know me yet, I love you already, okay? So when your business, I wanted to share that because, yes, there were times in my business where it was hard, and it was really kind of frustrating sometimes when I was like, okay, I don't know who to vent to. My best friends were on my team at one point, and I mean, I still have besties on my team, but, like, people that I normally could just run to about all my issues, you can't do that in a business, okay? So I want you guys to remember that your enroller is your enroller. So your enroller has a special role. They are your person. That is your person right there. Like, I enrolled Kennedy. If Kennedy went to Amber, I'm just going to use you guys as an example. Amber is under Kennedy. Amber, I put them two together. So if Kennedy went to Amber to vent, instead of coming to me, I would think, no, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Why would you go down and not up is what I'm trying to say. And she knows that, so that's why I could use Kennedy as an example. But you guys never go down. Always go up. So if you all have an issue and you're like, I really need to vent, go to me, your enroller, Kennedy, Elise, diamond and above, upline. And the reason why I say that is because, you guys, we're all in a group chat together, and if you're not in the Boss Tribe group chat, you should be. And so if you're not in there, we'll add you. I try to get everyone in, but when we enroll so fast, like, it's hard to keep up with everyone. But when you are in a group chat, your mood and your energy, that's the word I'm looking for, your energy that you put off will literally rub off onto other people. The energy you put off is going to, like, really have an effect on other people, and you might not even realize it. But if I'm having a bad day and I go to our group chat and I'm like, this company sucks, like, I can't believe this volume is so low for this pick 2 order, and I'm so mad, like, that would be terrible. And you guys, maybe some of you are on the fence of if this business is for you or not, or on the fence of, like, whatever, if you can be successful in this, and that one negative thing is the one thing you needed to hear to set yourself off. and to quit. And how terrible would that be if you helped someone quit just because you didn't know where to channel your anger or your frustrations for that day in that moment, and they didn't know where to channel their thoughts, right? So we have to keep ourselves accountable for making sure information, and like, we're human, so we all have bad days, okay? We all have bad days. And so we have to take it upon ourselves as adults, as humans, like, as leaders. We're all a leader to someone, whether we know it or not. And so we have to take our responsibility to channel our thoughts, our energy, our everything to the right place and to the right person. Okay, so if you're like, shit, I am totally guilty. It's okay, we all are, for the most part. Not everyone, but for the most part, we're all guilty of it in some way, shape, or form, and that's okay. So in the group chat, nothing but positive. If you have something that you need to get off your chest, like I said, go to someone and talk to them about it. But I just heard this on a Zoom from Rachel, and it's something I haven't heard her say in such a long time. And it's just probably because it hasn't needed to be said to me, but she had to address a situation like this, and I thought it was such a good teaching point, because how many times do we feel like, for example, like, when something happens, it annoys you, and you want to go tell your best friend, and then you want to go tell your mom, and then you want to go tell, like, it's like a revolving door. It just kind of keeps going and going and going and going, and by the end of the day, you've told like 25 people about the person that cut you off in traffic or whatever. And like, how irrelevant is that? But how impactful was it too, right? So what my point is like, you are allowed to vent. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to get annoyed at that person and cut you off in traffic, but not every day. And not every time it happens, because how many times in your life are you going to be cut off by someone in traffic? If you live where I live, it's going to be at least once a day. Okay, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's rough. It's rough out here. And Kennedy can attest to that. And others that in our area probably could too. But I'm telling you, like, you've got to just realize that you are allowed to have a bad day, but not every day. And so if you come to me 4 or 5 days, even 2 or 3 days in a row, and you're having a bad day and you're venting about the same thing, we're going to snip it and we're going to try to figure out what the real reason is, because chances are it's not the little small thing, it's something much bigger. So that's all I want to say about that. But this season right now, you guys, can be one of two things. It can be a season of not going anywhere with your business and feeling stuck, or it can be a season of momentum, and that is what we're in. We are in a season of momentum. I don't know if you guys know this. I shared this stat with some of you, but maybe not all of you. On April 5th, okay, 5 days into this month, we had over 200 enrollments. What? That's insane, you guys. Over 200 enrollments, and it was only the 5th. Like, that is record breaking for our team, and that just shows that people are quarantined inside, and people want to spend their freaking money and their stimulus checks and their taxes, and they don't have to pay all their bills right now, most of them. And so a lot of people are like, I want to spend money, I want to go shopping. And even if they didn't have, even if they did have bills and stuff, like, people still want to shop online. So just don't set yourself up to fail during this time, especially if your whole team has momentum. So we're going to be a Presidential Diamond team. You guys are all going Ruby and above. Like, it's freaking go time, you guys. So I wanted to share some tips with you. Now that I've talked for 20 minutes, I'm going to share some tips, okay? So I hope my phone is still on. So my first question is, do you guys have the Connect app? Drop a 2 if you do not have the Connect app. Drop a 2. If you don't drop a 2, I assume you have it. And if you drop a 2, you need to download it. And Oh, you better. Okay. Just kidding. Okay, so make sure you guys have it. I'm being serious. So make sure you guys have it because this is a very important app, you guys. Connect app is live. So here's the very first thing I want to show you. We're going to spend the next couple minutes getting organized. And if you're already organized, sorry, but everyone on here needs to be on the same page. And so I am really like, I'm kind of tweaking out because as we grow fast, you guys, there are some of you on here pushing for diamond and emerald and ruby, and like that is amazing. That's so amazing. But we gotta make sure that one, we're not enrolling people that we can't turn around and train, and two, that we're not lost. I don't want to say puppies because I feel like that's like degrading, but like we're not like lost little puppy dogs running around like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. What should I do right now? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like we need a plan. Okay, we need a plan. We need to duplicate systems because systems work. If you have a system put in place, systems work. People can learn systems. People can learn how to do, I don't know, a 3-point turn off of this system to doing a 3-point turn, right? It's 3 points. It's easy. So my whole point is, if you set yourself up every month from here on out to being organized, the very first day or maybe even the very last day of the month prior, you will have so much more success. And there's this saying that goes around in this business. It says, a confused mind says no. And I used to like, you know how you hear sayings and you hear sayings and you hear them again and you're like, yeah, I've heard that like 10 times. But then just one day, everything aligns perfectly and it just all clicks, right? And you're like, a confused mind says no. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. That's why I haven't done X, Y, Z. And then you're like, oh wait, how many times have I heard that again? Like, I know that happens to all of us at least once. Okay, so get out the Connect app, and here's what we're gonna do. So if you've already done this, great job. I'm so proud of you. I have 0 prizes. But if you haven't, I'm talking to you. So this is an amazing tool to use, you guys, because if you do this, you're going to be able to follow up so much easier. You're going to be able to like know who you've enrolled, and so on and so forth. So while I'm getting my app logged back in, I do want to say this. So if you've been in the business before and you are trying to learn the new system where we enroll people, so I'm back up. If you are brand new, you have to enroll State's personally enrolled customers, State's customers under you. We used to be able to move customers to people. We can't do that anymore. For that person to get to be qualified for their shopping spree and the $50 cash bonus or whatever, we can't just move customers. They have to be personally enrolled. So that's a big difference. And it's been a little confusing for some of us. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Like, some of us are so excited that we get information for customers that we kind of black out for a moment and we forget, oh, I have a distributor under me that needs her State's customers, and then you need to go enroll them under that person. So if you're like, I don't know what the hell you just said, this probably doesn't apply to you at this moment, but it will eventually. So try to follow me, and then if you have more questions after, I can answer them. But so for example, if I move a distributor under Kennedy, and I'm like, yo, Kennedy, I just enrolled Amber, and I'm going to put Amber under you, okay? So Kennedy is now Amber's co-sponsor. And if Kennedy is now Amber's co-sponsor, that means Amber has me and she has Kennedy, okay? And if you've done this before, this all makes sense, but if you haven't, this is new. So I'm going to try to really explain it, and we'll have to eventually walk through it together for it to be more real. But so if you enroll someone and you place that person under someone else, obviously that person has to be a working distributor. You don't have to place them under a working distributor, but they need to be a working distributor. Okay, so if you place under a working distributor, that working distributor is now the co-sponsor. So you 3 are going to be in a group chat. So me, Kennedy, and Amber are going to be in a group chat together. Okay, and I'm going to say, hey, Kennedy, Amber is this new distributor, I just enrolled her. This is why she signed up. You're going to love her. This is about her, like a little bit about her. She's a mom of 2 kids, and she lives in Kentucky, and blah, blah, blah. So all the things. And then Kennedy's going to be like, okay, great. I'm so excited to meet you. Like, here's what our next steps are. Because my job is I've enrolled her, okay? I've enrolled her. I've helped her download certain apps that she needs, like the Connect app. I've helped her log into eSuite. I've helped her. Okay. Anyways. Oh, why does it say? Okay. Oh, there we go. Sorry, you guys. So anyway, I'm gonna help her like do the very, very, very bare essential things, and then after that, once everyone's introduced, the co-sponsor is gonna take it from there. Okay, and this is gonna take a lot of load off of you, but it's also gonna make sure everyone's being trained the same way. You guys, this is very important for everyone to be trained the same way, because if I train someone with all that I have and the next person, a couple people down, don't get trained, like then people's charts start falling apart, and it's like sometimes we put more effort and more like passion and stuff behind potentials, and then once we sign the person and they're on our team, we kind of like forget them and push them to the side. That is not okay. That's not how it should be. We have got to be consistent. So that is why we do these. And so when we are, enrolling and training people, if you're confused, just ask. And if you're like, I'm brand new and I'm training someone, I'm so confused, just ask for help. I promise you're never going to annoy someone. Like, that is what we're here for. And honestly, sometimes if I enroll someone and I don't hear from them and I'm just sitting here like, okay, well, I guess they're ghosting me, it kind of makes me feel like, well, that's great. I don't know what she's doing, but I hope I don't annoy her, but I really will talk to her. And if they don't talk to me, then I feel like they're not working. And that's not always the case, but when you're new and you need people, or like when your distributors are new, they need you. They need you. If you haven't been in for 6 months, you need your enroller, okay? So, and even still, like, I go to Rachel with questions every day, y'all. Every day. And it's just because I don't know everything, and I will never pretend to know everything, so I can constantly grow. So anyways, off on a little tangent, but I just wanted to say that sometimes I feel like we're so scared to ask for help that it kind of hurts us. So going back to being a co-sponsor, what I was trying to get to was, if someone places a distributor under you, it is your responsibility to make sure that that distributor gets their first 6 personally enrolled customers. It is your responsibility. When someone moves a distributor or a customer to you, that is an honor. Like, that is an honor. They don't have to do that. They do not have to. And sometimes we take it for granted and we don't understand it in the beginning. But once we go on in this business, we kind of understand, like, wow, it is really an honor for that to happen. So we got to show up and be more appreciative and be more consistent and realize, like, people aren't going to do that over and over and over again. If I move 2 distributors to someone and that person does not give a rat's ass about getting that person their customers, I'm never moving anybody to that person again. That might sound mean, but that is just like, why would I, right? When there is someone over here that is busting their butt and they are working hard for it, right? So it is your job to get those 6 customers. The easiest way to do this, okay, I used, when this first came out at the beginning of the year, we used to say, like, get their websites and do it that way. If you are the person with the information, if you have like the email, the address, the phone number, the card info, if you have all of that information, you can simply just go to eSuite, and then while you're enrolling the customer, the very top, I would pull it up, but it's going to glitch and I'm not going to be able to be heard. So at the very top, it's going to say placement ID. I'm going to try to find it on my phone. It's going to say placement ID, and it'll have like yours on the left-hand side, but it will let you change the one on the right-hand side. So the one on the right-hand side is the one that you change, and it'll completely update all the information on the left and the right to you, to whoever you're moving it to. So, like, for example, if I'm moving my new distributor, Kate, to Kennedy, I am going to put Kennedy's ID number in the placement. I'm going to show you. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone. I'm going to put Kennedy's ID number in this little area, and then I'm going to click, 1 second. I'm going to click like the confirmation, like the confirm button, and then it'll now show Kennedy is the personal enroller. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay. Sorry, it's taking me a second. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So at the very top of the enrollment application on eSuite, it says enroller and placement. Do you guys see this right here? It says enroller and placement. And so right here is the place where you can change the number. So you'll put the ID number of where you want that distributor to go, or sorry, not the distributor, the customer. You'll put the new distributor's ID number here, and then you'll click the blue button. The blue button says verify placement ID, and it'll say placement. The new customer will be placed under whoever, ID number, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll go through with it, and it'll change. It says over here, it says my name right now, y'all, so don't get confused, but it says sponsor, and then it also says enroll. Okay, so it will change the ownership, or like the enrollership of the person. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand what I'm saying? This is an easier way than saying, hey, here's the the website. Sorry, mine's going blank. Here's the website of the person you need to place. Like, this is just way easier. It's just change out a little number and keep it trucking. Okay, so that is the easiest way to change enrollership. I'm going to say it one more time for those who are watching the recording and who just need to hear me say it one more time. If someone gives you a distributor and you do not give that distributor those 6 customers, we're going to fight, okay? It's just not okay. Like, it's just a respect thing, and I appreciate you, so I'm going to do this, because everyone wins when that happens, okay? They gave you a distributor to help you to be completely boxed for your promotion, and they want their fast start bonus, and that person wants their shopping spree, and they want to feel like they're winning. So it's the first win for everyone, okay? Moving on. So Connect, now that I have my Connect app finally logged into, what I wanted to show you guys was when you enroll customers or a distributor, but customers mainly, when you have a customer, you need to create a folder. And this is what it's going to look like. It's going to say at the very top, it's going to say, what month? April 2020 loyal customers, or LCs. April 2020 LCs, okay? And this is so important because next month in May, and then in June, and then in July, and then when we have another product come out, which we're going to have another product come out very soon, we're going to have another product come out very soon. So when we have another product come out, you're going to be able to go to this folder, and you're going to be able to message all of your customers from last month, and you're going to say, hey, we have another product coming out, and blah, 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 okay? Don't know if that's accurate, but we just might have a new product coming out, okay? Anyway, so you're going to create a folder on Connect. Here's how you're going to create a folder on Connect, okay? You're going to pull up your Connect app. Everyone have their Connect app pulled up? Yes? No? I'll wait 1 second. Kennedy has hers up. Amber has hers up. Drop us 3 when you have it up. I just want to go step by step with you guys. Okay, so at the very bottom, it has a plus sign right here. You see that? Yeah? Plus sign. Okay, you're going to click the plus sign. It's going to say view contacts, send message, or send sample. I'm going to pause right there. Okay? We're not talking about samples, but your new distributors that do enroll right now get 10 sample credits. You guys, that is $200 freaking dollars for them to make. And that is huge. So you guys have got to help them sell samples. We'll talk about that in a second. But what you're going to do is you're going to click view contacts. Okay? You're going to go to view contacts. It's going to pull up all of your contacts, your phone contacts, and then it's also going to pull up like distributors, leads, loyal customers, blah, 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 all this other random stuff. So you're going to click, I already have one made, but you're going to click new group, okay, new group, and you're going to title it April 2020, you're going to title it April 2020 LCs, okay, April 2020 LCs. And then after you have it, it's going to pull it up. There we go. And so now you're going to have a folder. Here's your folder, and there's no one there until you put them there. So every time, you guys, if you get into a habit of this, by the 21st customer you sign, if you do 1 through 21, you've created a habit, okay? If you hear me when I say this, if you sign 21 customers and you do this the next 21 times you sign a customer, it will be a habit for you from now on. So if you just take the extra second after you enroll them, once they're in the system, you go to this folder and you put in their information. So you're going to click on the little green plus sign. It says edit in the top right hand corner, and then it has a green plus sign. You're going to click the green plus right here. Okay, click it. I clearly, okay. And it says new contact, existing contact, or import. I'm going to do, I guess if they're in your phone already, then you can do existing, but I always do new. I don't know. I'm going to do new contact for the sake of this explanation. So your new first name, last name. So I can put in the customer that I just enrolled today, and then I'm going to do her phone number, her email address. I'm also going to do her Facebook profile because Connect is synced with Facebook, okay? So if you put their Facebook name, you're going to be able to sync your Connect app with their Facebook. It's the freaking coolest thing ever. Like, there are no excuses, you guys, of not being organized and not knowing who the heck you signed them and where they came from. There's no excuse because they give you the tools. And if you utilize Connect like I do, like, it's going to make your life so much easier. So you're going to put in their Facebook, and you can also do their Instagram. I wouldn't do anything else other than Facebook and Instagram. I also don't have Twitter and the other WhatsApp app. And I'm also going to do notes. So I put the day that they enrolled, and I put where I got them from and what they enrolled for. So if I just enrolled this girl and I enrolled her from a host-to-post, I'm going to say enrolled via Kennedy's host-to-post, and then I'm going to say TFX, Celery Cleanse Oil, or whatever, enrolled on whatever day. That might sound like a little extra, but I want to know all the things, because if you just go to your folder, you can literally just go to your folder, click on the contact info, and then bam, it's all right there. You don't have to go, okay, that girl's name, okay, now I got to go to Facebook and find out, like, got to go search for her, and now I got to figure out, like, where did I find her and how did I add her? Like, why do that? Work smarter, not harder, you guys, and your life will be so much easier. Your business will flow. When you feel so confused, I'm telling you, you will shut down and your mind will just say no. You won't want to do things. You won't want to learn things. I was in a point in my business at one point where I was like, I don't care about these new apps. I don't want to learn the new apps. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this, because I was just so overwhelmed when I was like pretty new in the business within my first year. I just felt so overwhelmed because my personal life was going all to hell, and like all these different things were happening, and I was like, I just don't want to learn anything. And I was shutting down, and that is not okay. So if you feel like you are overloaded, you have to take the load off. And by what I mean by that is, I don't mean quit your business. I mean take the load off by what do you have control over, and just control it. Like, if I know that I have control over, like, me and Brian are home with the kids and I need personal time to do X, Y, Z, I have to communicate. We have to set boundaries. We have to set schedules. We have to do things and communicate. So communicate with your partner, with whatever you have going on in your life, like to relay your needs, and that is where you will start to feel heard, and like you can unlighten the load or lessen the load. That's the term I was looking for. Anyway, so you're gonna have this folder every single time you assign a customer. You're gonna put them in the folder. Okay. So after you do that, when you go to do follow-ups, or like, for example, let's say that we come out with a new product in the next couple of days and we're sending messages out through Connect, and you're like, hey, I know you just became a customer this month, but I want to let you know about this deal. You can just go to that folder. So the next thing I wanted to tell you about was just really briefly, when someone hosts a post for you, please, for the love of all things good in the world, use the new wording, okay? The TFX wording is so simple. It's the pick two wording that you just use. My phone, I think, just died. You use the TFX host a post that says, hey, my friends are looking for a tester, yada, yada, yada. Use that one, not the testers needed. If you could use a tablet a day or whatever. It's all posted on Freedom Over Fear. I'm going to try to find it. My phone's actually not dead. It was just turned off real quick. I'm going to send this to Elise real quick. Or, yeah. Okay, Elise, can you just drop this in the chat like you did last time? So Elise is going to put it in the chat for me. So the TFX product host to post, this is gold, and this is what you have got to use, okay? I'm telling you. It's good. And there are two more things I want to talk about for organization, and that might be all we have time for tonight. But when you have someone post this for you, you can just do the post first, babe. When someone posts this for you, they're just telling you that they have it posted. They're not tagging you in it. So if I'm like, hey, can you post this for me? Okay, yeah, it's posted. Okay, I'm going to go to their page. I'm going to go to their post. I'm going to go to the top right-hand corner. There are going to be three little dots, okay? And I'll show you. On Facebook, there are three little dots like this. I'm going to save my own post. So there are these three little dots right here. You see them? You guys see them? Yeah? Okay, so you can click those three little dots on your Facebook page on the post. Top right-hand corner, three little dots. Click it. Click Save Post. You're going to save this post to a collection. Your collection is going to be titled April 2020 Host a Post, HAP. April 2020 HAP, okay? And if you already know how to do this, I know it's repetitive, but we have got to really, like, if everyone on here already knows this, you have got to make sure your team knows this. I can promise you not a lot of people do. So the reason why you want to keep this organized is because when we do giveaways, and even you guys, when you go for promotions and stuff, you want to know who's posted for you so you can go back and use them. If they posted once, they'll post again. So that's what I do. So we're going to talk about promotions in a second, but when you are saving these, make sure you're saving them, every single one of them. No host to post is left behind, okay? So we talk about host to post a lot. Host to post is very important. If you are new and you're like, what is so important about it? All I'm going to say is it is the way, the truth and the light about how you sign customers, okay? Customers, you have to do host to post to sign customers. You can sign customers in like attraction marketing and showing your products and going live and all that stuff, but when you host a post, you will sign customers. I promise you. So when you do get a post up, you're going to send this first message, and then after you send the first message, you're going to immediately send the next message, and Elise is going to throw that up. So save this to your notes section. What's in the chat, save it. It's also on Freedom Over Fear. I can also drop it in our chat if I need to, in the Boss Tribe chat. But you guys have to start, one, if you don't save stuff like this to your notes and you don't organize your notes, organize them, start saving them, be smart. Work smarter, not harder, okay? That is the name of the game. So anyway, so like I was saying, you want to stay organized with host to post. If you're going for a promotion, I'm going to talk to you really quickly. One more thing, actually, and then we'll talk about promotions in 1 second. And when I say if you're going for a promotion, I'm going to talk to you, I mean every single one of you on here are going for a promotion, because every single one of you on here should be at least Ruby or above. So that's the way I look at it, and I'll talk about that in a second. You're probably thinking, wow, you're total you-know-what for saying that, but I promise I'm not. So I printed this off, okay? I have 2 different methods that I wanted to share. So I can share this with you, but here's the thing, you guys. You have got to find a method that works for you, and I am going to be 100% transparent with you guys, because you guys are my team, and I love you, and I will never tell you to do something that I don't do, okay? I won't. It's just not me. I've tried that before. Doesn't work. People see right through the bullshit, and I don't want to bullshit you guys. Sorry, I see your kids, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to cuss in front of them. Sorry, girl. But people see through the fake crap. So I'm just not doing that. And so I'm going to tell you to do something that I don't do. But what I want you guys to do is pick a method that works best for you and do that. But make sure you stay organized. So this is one thing that I printed off to share with you. I wanted to start implementing it like today, tomorrow. I don't usually use this. What I usually do is a different method. It's in one of my notebooks. But Sam actually went live yesterday on Freedom Over Fear and shared it. So there are 2 different methods. One's a notebook method, and one is like just basically the same thing, just like a little bit dolled up and printed like this. But regardless, both of these methods show you how much you're actually doing every single day. So for example, if you print this, it says friend request, follow on Instagram, host to post, message loyals. If you sign a distributor, video or Facebook, and then it's duplicated, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns, and like the boxes right here are empty. So do you guys see what I'm talking about? So these boxes are empty because you can write in the boxes like 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80, whatever your personal goals are, like write the number in the boxes, and then you'll mark off the boxes by if you're hitting your goals. So here's the deal. Hope that wasn't confusing, but you can either track what you're doing this way, or you can do it the other way. The other way is just a notebook that is, I'm going to try to find it real quick, that is set up. I've switched my office around a lot today. It's a notebook that's set up, and it shows you what you're doing. I don't know where it's at. I moved my office around. I'll find it and I'll show you guys in the chat. But it's a method on the page that shows you what you're doing, how many people you've friended, how many people you've followed, how many people you've actually messaged. Like when you are actually sitting down and keeping track of it, you guys, there is it's like a whole other level when you're actually keeping track of the things that you're doing. You're like, wow. That's why I'm only at X amount of enrollments right now for the whole month, because I haven't really done much. And I'm telling you, if you're consistent with it for a whole month, and and if you haven't been so far, start today, start tomorrow, like take tonight and tomorrow morning to get organized and to start doing the things, because I'm telling you, when you have a method that tracks, not just like a checklist, but a method that tracks um the like, what am I trying to say? There's a name for it. It's an IPA. When you have a method that tracks like the income producing activities, that's what I'm just trying to say. When you have a method that tracks the income producing activities, that you're actually doing, you guys, your minds are going to be blown. I'm telling you. So anyway, stay with me. We have 8 more minutes. So anyway, so make sure you have a method, and then if you need help setting it up, I can talk about that with you one-on-one. I'm not going to talk about it now, it's not time, but just figure it out, okay? For those of you going for promotions, everyone on here should be going for a promotion. And I'm going to be real really quickly, okay? I'm going to be very truthful really quickly with you guys. If you join this business, some of you are brand new, okay? Some of you aren't, some of you are. If you are new and you have been like, I want to jump in, but I just don't know, and I'm teeter-tottering on like, is this for me, or I don't know what to do, or I'm going to just tell you right now, pause, breathe, take a step back, okay? Just for 1 second. Take a step back, because here's the thing, y'all. I feel like a preacher on Sunday that just like needs to chug this water, okay? My mouth is so dry. Here's the thing. So if you're new and you haven't fully jumped in, you are the only thing holding yourself back. Like, this business right now, I'm telling you, if someone can go diamond in 3 months, or in freaking 60 days, like, you can get 6 customers, you can go ruby, you can do the same thing. You can go diamond in 3 months, you can go diamond in 30 days, you can do it in 60. Like, your journey does not matter what my journey looks like what my paychecks, what my journey does not matter. Your journey is your journey, okay? That goes for everyone on here. Does not matter. No one's looks the same. We all have our own journey, our own like walk in life. Like, we have to stop looking left and looking right and embrace it and take this business and run with it. Like, so many people in this business, sorry, I have hiccups. So many people in this business on our team have held themselves back for way too long, and I think a lot of you guys are tired of sitting where you've sat for the last year, or maybe since you've joined. It's not I don't want to say it's not fair, but like, it's not fair to yourselves to just not allow yourselves to be successful. You joined this business for a reason. You paid the money, you show up to things. Why wouldn't you put the effort and put all of you that needs to be put into it? And I'm not saying be psycho and neglect your kids and neglect your responsibilities. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying find what works for you and freaking jump into this business, because if you don't, you're never going to reap the benefits. You're never going to have a full-time income from this business. You're never going to make $15,000 a month. And I'm telling you, it's real money. Like, it's really hard to see yourself making that kind of money by doing what we do, but I'm telling you, I've made that. I know it's real. I have a paycheck like that before. Like, it is real. You can do it. I've done it. You can do it. We're the same, sis. Like, you just have to stop holding yourself back, okay? And if you're like, well, I don't really feel like I'm holding myself back. I'm here. I'm doing the things. I'm just kind of like waiting to see it all pan out. We're in a season right now where you have to just do more. Do as much as you can do. And if you go to bed with regret, you have to wake up the next day and say, I didn't get all the things I wanted to get done yesterday, but I'm going to freaking do it today. And so you just have to show up and be consistent, and you have to do the things that you know to do. You have to show up to Zooms if you want to go Ruby, or you want to go Emerald, or some of you guys are talking about going diamonds and above, and you're not showing up to stuff. Like, I don't understand like, I used to do that, you guys, and I understand not everyone's going to be able to get on everything. Like, I don't get on every single thing, because there are times where I'm like, I've been on Zoom all week, I want to hang out with my family, and that's okay. But communicate with your team, with your, like, sideline sister, like, communicate. Don't and here's why I say communicate. I'm going to explain myself so no one thinks like I'm trying to keep tabs. The reason why I say communicate is because you have a team. If you have just one person under you, you have a team. Your team is that one person. If you were telling that person you got to be on Zooms, you got to show up, like if I'm preaching this to you guys and I don't say, hey, I'm not going to be on Zoom tonight because of XYZ reason, like you have to communicate with them and show them like, hey, I'm not going to be on Zoom for this because of this, but usually I am, but you should still be, and I will be on the next one. And you know what I mean? Like you have to not be in manage mode. You have to tell them and show them and all the things. So if you're like, I don't have a single person under me, I'm still learning, you have to show up, okay? Start showing up every Zoom. If you didn't get the live version, you got to watch the recording. Sometimes that's hard to do, watch a recording because it's better live, but I'm telling you, you got to watch the recording, okay? Because you could miss one piece of freaking just valuable information that will change your whole business. One little nugget that you would have never seen because you just didn't want to watch a recording. You can watch recordings in your car. You can watch them while you're cleaning the house. Like, that's what I have to do sometimes because my house is really freaking messy when I'm trying to sit down and work and my toddler is, like, wrecking everything. And I'm like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. Like, what do? I divide and conquer. I'm like, okay, I need to clean the dishes. I will put on YouTube and I will watch a video while I do the dishes. Like, it's just about utilizing your time and being intentional. So I won't talk much longer, but the last couple of things I want to say is just be on everything. We have to start showing up more. And if you show up to everything and you're like just someone that still doesn't understand certain things, or you don't get certain things, or you don't feel like you are moving in the direction that you should be moving in, you have to take a step back and say, are you utilizing the things that you are learning? Are you just showing up to stuff and listening? Like, are you even learning the things? Like, there are times where you can show up to a Zoom and not pay attention at all, and it's a background noise, and you didn't hear a single word that they said. Like, I've been there. I've done that. I know that's real, right? We've all done it. And if you haven't done it yet, you will. But some of us just have to figure it out, okay? So, and I mean that in the most, like, loving way possible. I am very yellow, but I am very red, too. Like, you guys, if you want $10,000, if you want $2,000, if you want any kind of money that is worth being able to, like, do anything with, and what I mean by that is $80 is a lot if you have never made a single dime from this business, okay? $100 is a lot. Like, we have to be grateful for what we make, but if we want to grow that income, we have to do the things, okay? We're not going to be able to just, oh, I made $80 and this month I'm going to make $100. Like, it can decrease, you guys. It can go down if you don't do the work. Just because you have a team under you working does not mean they're going to carry you to the top. I've had to learn that the hard way, okay? I'm just being honest. So, the last couple things, I just want to know, does anyone have questions? I know I went over a lot of different things. I try to keep it all, like, in the same like, little vicinity. But the very last thing I want to say, okay, if no one has questions, we'll get off. But the very last thing, yes, we don't get paid for scrolling. So the very last thing is, you guys, if someone comes to you and they say, hey, this is, I feel like we could really revamp your page and let's try to work on something. Don't take it as criticism, as they're attacking you. They don't think that you're good enough, or they think that you're bad. Or, like, don't take it negatively, is what I'm trying to say. We want you to win. We want you to succeed. We would be silly if we didn't. Like, we're in a business where we're not in high school. We're grown women supporting each other. You're on our team. Like, you're on my team. You're on Kennedy's team, Elisa's team. Like, we want our teams to grow and to prosper. I don't want to be a triple diamond or a presidential diamond or ambassador diamond by myself. Like, it's not fun. I want you guys to be up there with me. I want you guys to be in top 150. I want you guys to be making money and sharing this business and paying off those credit cards and doing all of those things. I want you guys to live that life. You deserve it. And if you don't believe it, I believe it for you, and I'm telling you, you deserve it. So until you, like, grasp that belief for yourself, I believe it enough for you, okay? So you have to remember that, you have the power to change any of the things that you want to change. Right now is the time. We have 15 days left, okay? We have 15 days. I want you guys to promise yourselves to make these next 15 days the best 15 days you've ever had in this whole business, period, okay? And that might sound crazy, but you have got to start really pouring in the effort, or not an effort, pouring in the work to match the efforts and to match like the things that you want. So the last thing is speak it into existence, which is really funny that Caitlin just said that. If you are going for a promotion, I want you guys to do 3 things, okay? Number 1, I want you guys to write down your affirmations every day, and I'm going to do this with you, okay? I'm going to do it with you tomorrow morning. I'm going to actually video myself doing it, and I'm going to send it to the chat to show you guys that I did mine. So first thing when you wake up, you want to do 3 to 5 I am statements. And I have mine written down. So mine are 3 to 5 I am statements. Mine says, I am a good mom. I am a good spouse. You can put wife, you can put partner, you can put whatever you are. I'm a good daughter. I'm a good sister. I'm a good friend. Doesn't have to be, I'm a good wife. I'm a good this. Like, mine's different. Because here's the thing. And I want your I am statements to correlate with things that you truly want to be better at, okay? Some of you are probably like, I'm so good at being a wife, and like, whatever. I don't need to excel in that. I could excel in being a teacher or whatever. Like, and make your I am statements things that you don't feel secure in, or like that you could do better in, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I am a good mom. I judge my momming all the time. I am a good wife. I judge that all the time. How I could be better and all the things. Okay, and I am a presidential diamond. I want you to put your goal out there. And it should be, Angela, I am a ruby. I am an emerald. I am a diamond. Cheyenne, Kennedy, Alyssa, Lena, I think that's Elise, Kelly, Caitlin, and Amber. You guys should all, I'm going to ask all of you because you guys are all specifically on here and you can all hear what I'm saying right now. I want to know what yours are. What are your goals tomorrow morning? Tomorrow morning, if you're vulnerable enough to video yourself, do it. If not, it's okay. Just write them down and send them to the chat in the morning when you first wake up, okay? It's going to be what you do every day when you first start your day. Maybe you are on night shift or whatever your schedule looks like, in whatever your schedule looks like. Start your day with these I am statements, 3 to 5. It could say, I am going to be whatever. I'm going to be top income earner this month. I'm going to be a mass enroller. I am going to enroll, whatever. Like, make it a short-term goal, not long-term, but short-term for that day, okay? And the second thing I want you to do, I am statements, and then I want you to write down what your goal is. I want you to have your chart out. You should have your chart out. I have everyone's charts out, y'all. I'm not kidding. Everyone's. I had everyone's charts out. Like, I got them all. But you guys got to have your charts out. You have to have your chart out. If your chart is just you on the top of a Ruby chart, you need to have it out because you need to look at it every day. I'm telling you, if you look at it every day and you have 3 spots that you've got to fill, you'll fill them. You'll fill them. If you look at it every day and you have 3 spots that are empty, you will fill them eventually. So get out your chart, figure out how far away from your next goal that you are, and then the third thing is write it down and put it in multiple places where you will see it. We're all in our houses right now, so it just makes sense to put one in the bathroom, one in your bedroom, one in the kitchen. We go to those 3 places all the time. Maybe another one in your car or another one by your door or whatever. Like, we have a sunroom. I can put one in the sunroom. Like, put it down 3 to 5 times around your house, places that you will see it. I am a Ruby leader. I am a diamond. I am earning a bonus. Like, whatever your goal is, you need to see it in multiple spots, multiple times a day, in multiple places, so it gets drilled into your head, so you start to form that belief. Because I'm telling you, when you start to speak it into existence and you start to put it out there, and you put it everywhere and you do these things, I'm telling you, take it from experience. Successfully splits. Like I did all of that when I went triple and diamond and double and and I'm telling you, it freaking works. So do it. Okay. That's the last thing I wanted to say. I love you guys